Because I'm a serial entrepreneur, having 3 businesses that all have different types of intellectual property and that incorporate different types of traditional knowledge, the Canadian laws of intellectual property are all about, this is mine. And that's really not the way that we work in our businesses. We want to collaborate, and that includes sharing our intellectual property. So one of the biggest challenges when it comes to intellectual property is it's not made for Indigenous businesses.
CCIB recognized the need for specialized support in Indigenous IP following the completion of our first 2019 intellectual property survey, where we identified the unique challenges faced by Indigenous entrepreneurs regarding awareness of IP, but also particularly when it comes to protecting their cultural heritage and traditional knowledge through the IP framework. IP laws are generally focused on individual ownership and rights, and that often does not align with Indigenous concepts of collective ownership and stewardship of traditional knowledge. Of what exists, nothing is really tailored to specific needs of Indigenous businesses. And the time and cost associated with IP filing and protection, as well as the complexity of the system in general, pose major barriers to a small business that already has a lot on their plate.
The IP laws as they pertain to Indigenous make it sort of beyond their scope to be able to maybe adequately protect against that. So then how can we actually fill that gap and help them protect themselves adequately?
At the time when we started it, we thought our IP was going to be really simple. Straightforward. We're a marketing firm. We do logos, branding, websites, all the regular IP stuff. It actually became quite complex.
More and more people are becoming aware of these conversations and getting involved. There's that increased level of comfort for many to engage. Like going into the roundtables, many said that they have always felt like they can't talk about these topics, and that it always felt like something that was taboo, or they weren't sure if they should be utilizing traditional knowledge in their business. But really, like, the key indicator of success for us was opening up that space, creating that safe and trusting environment. That'll create a space where we're actually able to work towards reconciliation by enabling Indigenous businesses to showcase that knowledge and culture for the benefit of all without being worried about it being stolen or co-opted.
My role as an advocate is to provide and empower where I can. I want to facilitate the communities to actually do this for themselves. They don't need any more colonial suggestions, right? So it's like, how can I empower the communities to solve this, but actually make it a good, solvable solution that actually works for them, and it is culturally aligned, and it's coming from their communities, not coming from another colonial push.
I'm really excited to see what the future holds with IP for us.